Okay.
Welcome back to your favorite podcast, Couple Pints Pod.
Thank you for coming back every week. Thank you.
This week, Colin is a guest starring on Storage Wars, hence the background.
Come into my garage.
Bad joke.
Ooh.
Was that audible?
It kind of sounded like that poor chair got a hole shoved straight through it.
Pretty much. Anyway, we're zooming, we're booming, we're fucking zaboomafooing. See what I did there? The lemur.
Oh, bro, that show was
Same.
It's me and you and Zaboomafoo.
Good memory recall there, buddy.
Thanks, dude.
Speaking of memory recall.
Ooh.
Wait, that wasn't a good segue. What are we talking about?
Mind control.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of memory recall. Welcome back to your favorite podcast, A Couple Pints Pod.
Let's go.
Well, I thought we were talking about like the third penis gland in your face or whatever.
Oh, you mean, the trunk people.
No, we'll do that. Yeah, we'll do that later.
They are interesting. I wish I was a trunk person.
All right. Oh, no time. Pitch the topic.
Oh, here we go. So I was scrolling through Instagram like I always do, sending JMac random ass topics. And the one I found was from a recent Joe Rogan episode.
I knew it was Joe Rogan.
I can't remember the doctor's name.
Oh, also for everyone listening, I didn't watch it. So we're going off of Colin and I'm just here for the ride.
It's going to be a great ride. Doctor says there was...
Doctor's name. Let's see if I can figure it out while you talk.
He was mentioning a study that another doctor did on bulls, on arena bulls. The ones you see in Spain that charge at the Red Capes. He was doing an experiment, putting an implant in the bull's brain because he found the spot.
It was just based off the thumbnail that I was looking at while you played the video into your microphone. It was Michio Kaku.
Oh, okay.
A theoretical physicist, author, and science educator.
Wow. Interesting guy. So the doctor finds a part in the bull's brain that reacts to...
Not this guy, but Michio Kaku was the guy talking about it. This is based on something else. Okay, continue. Sorry.
Finds a spot that reacts to anger to the Red Cape and does a surgical implant of a little box that'll send an electric shock to the bull when it charges. And the doctor said it'll stop the bull straight in its tracks. So what does he do? He goes into the arena with the bull he did the surgery on, has the bull charge at the cape normally, doesn't touch the button whatsoever. And then I think it was the fourth time the bull was starting to come at him. The doctor has the cape out, has the control box behind the cape. As the bull's coming straight towards him, maybe 15, 20 feet away from the guy, doctor presses the button and the bull stops straight in its tracks.
And this was in 1963. That's crazy.
What?
I found an article about it. The guy's name was Jose Manuel Rodriguez Delgado of Spain.
Wow.
And this took place in 1963. But everything else you said is right on the dot. So good job.
1963? That's crazy. And what was that Joe Rogan guy?
I closed Spotify. Kaku. Michio. No, I don't know if that's right. Hold on. We're almost there. Yeah, Michio. Michio, right? I would assume. Michio, and then Kaku, which I assume is Kaku.
If you ever watch this and we meant to mispronounce it, we're sorry. But what you were saying was so interesting because he goes on to say now in 1963, we were treading into the waters of actual mind control. And his backup point to that was the doctor was an outside source forcing the bull's brain to react to an outside stimulus that it had no clue was there. The bull's charging, doing its normal thing, and then out of the blue, the bull's like, stop.
Wow, this guy was Old as fuck. All right, so what I'm reading, classic debunker here, it was a very controversial study because he's essentially just electrocuting a bull's brain and turning it off so the bull stops running at him. But the
Ooh,
bull wouldn't like pass out
die.
at like yeah, or any, it would just stop and like just look at him and look around, and then like he described it as removing the aggression. But then he did it to a bunch of other animals and like most of them died.
Hmm.
So
Damn.
while it's interesting, it was also the 1960s, and now this would definitely be an unethical study.
Oh, this would be shut down instantly. Wow, 1963. This guy's finding
But also,
out.
even the fact that he had a radio transmitter and implanted something in something and could control it remotely, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, because apparently that's new technology being presented to us by Elon Musk.
Well, I mean, I guess we went to the moon 6 years after that, so radio technology wasn't like that crazy, and radios existed. But the fact that you could channel one specific thing,
Oh my gosh. So now we have to come back to the point of is Neuralink gonna have that possible capability?
that's a fucking question. I mean, I would assume if you had a microchip in your fucking dome, that yeah, it could probably be like hacked into. Because you have to think like if these have web access and like you can telecommunicate with other people, as we found out on a different episode, and all these capabilities, there has to be some sort of server or internet based thing that we're all like a cloud that we're all connected to, which allows this communication, which means it can be hacked.
So one push of a button, what happened to that bull's now happened to every single person who has Neuralink.
Well, it'd be a lot of pushes of buttons, I would assume, because I would hope if Elon Musk actually does this, that it's not easily hacked.
Hopefully. But everything eventually becomes easily hacked.
Well, yeah, that's kind of what I was getting at when I started that whole train of thought.
Excuse me.
But also this bullshit. This bullshit's wild.
This bullshit's crazy.
Also, it's once again another episode where it's like, how have I never fucking heard of this until right now?
Yeah, we're sitting here midway through 2022, and we're just discovering back in 1963 that I retract my point, because this was probably one of those studies that was swept under the ethical rug.
Yeah. But also, I could think off the top of my head 10 other things I've learned about in school that like Pavlov's dogs. That's pretty fucking unethical.
Yeah, why do they still teach that?
Because it's
Because it ties in with psychology.
well, it's also one of the like first like documented unethical things where he basically like starved these dogs and then found that like Stockholm syndrome was a thing. That's another unethical thing you learn about Stockholm syndrome.
Hmm.
But also,
have
well, technically, this would be a psychological thing too. And also, the fact that he tested it on a bunch of other things makes it more psychological. Thank God he never did this shit to a human. But like that article I just read said he was doing it to like cats, dogs, monkeys, fucking all this other shit.
Imagine that's the start of Planet of the Apes right there. That's how they got the idea for the movie.
What, they electrocute a chimp
Putting something inside a chip
and somehow it
chimp's
makes
brain
it
and-
smarter.
Yup.
Well, that's kind of what they did in the movie.
Because what's the movie was gas, right? It was some sort of gas.
I don't remember the original. The second one or the newer one with the whatever Franco brother it was like an injection.
That's right.
I only remember the end of the original where they're all riding horses.
Mhm.
But I was gonna say electrical currents, bulls, think about tasers versus cattle prods.
Ooh.
So maybe that's just like I was gonna say genre, but that's not the right word. A type of animal that is, since they're so fucking massive, I think they're called bovines.
Yep.
It's like a genus of animal that can just withstand high currents of electricity. So instead of like knocking them out or killing them, it just like stopped them in their tracks, like telekinesis.
Mm.
Also,
There's
I'm shocked this guy wasn't like burned at the stake for being like a telekinetic in the 60s or some weird shit. Like he wasn't arrested and he was in Spain.
oh,
Like I'm
that's a
shocked they
great.
weren't like, he's the devil.
How is this man doing this?
I mean,
Son
I
of
guess
a-
obviously it was pretty well documented. There's just a lot of weird. I guess that's why we never learned about it. It's just weird. Like, what educational benefit does this have unless you're taking like some niche psychology class on like the ethics of animal testing, which no one does anymore. Well, no one does anymore anyway.
Well, yeah, and the point of animal testing is to get it ready for humans. So where was this guy going with it?
I don't know because eventually
What?
the article ends with they like essentially the Spanish government and like the university he was working for shut it down because they were like, this is highly unethical. You're just torturing animals. And then he died in 2011. Just like that was the only thing he did in his life. He just like grew old and died.
What? Oh my God. If only we were able to find out what pathway this guy was trying to take. Because the more and more I think about brain implant, current, electrical frequency, everything starts leading towards how all these philanthropists and scientists are starting to say that within 10 to 15 years, the iPhone won't be a phone anymore. It'll all be in your brain. All be in your brain. Everything will be downloaded right into your cranium from a little chip or multiple chips you have implanted in there. Oh,
I mean, this just says he was just testing basically like telekinetic control of animals.
you don't need a chip to tell them that to have, well,
It's a lot easier to soothe a charging animal if you could just flip a switch and it's be like, whoa, whoa.
you just got to go, oh, oh, hold on, brother.
No, you just have to go.
Wait a minute, brother.
No, you just have to go.
Hold on. Oh,
No Hulk
Hold on a
Hogan
second, brother.
required. You just go.
wait a minute. I said, wait, hold on a
Look,
second,
look,
brother.
it's this easy.
What my pale's
Boom.
trying to say here is
Saved. My life is saved.
that bull doesn't understand.
Oh, whoa. He did test on humans.
Whoa, here we go. This is probably where he was getting really frisky with the ideas.
Oh, of course it's fucking. Oh, this is sad. I don't even want to talk about
Oh,
this.
it was, yep. I know exactly where you're going with it.
No, I don't think you do. It's not that sad, but it's like, of course it's
You're telling me he wasn't testing on the mentally handicapped?
no, which makes it even more fucked up. He was just testing on housewives. Don't laugh, bro. It's a tough week for women. I'm cutting that laugh out, you piece of shit.
Why? Why? What evidence? What?
And then all these women report remembering their fear while it was happening, but not being upset by that memory.
That's actually
So it
really
was like
fucked up.
it was like an electrical lobotomy, I guess.
Yeah, he pretty much deleted memory emotion.
Okay, so that's what shut him down. Well, he was really strictly based on aggressive or emotional responses towards specific targets. But also, like, what are you going to do? Prove this works and then travel the world implanting electrical chips in aggressive things' minds and then shocking them when they act up? Like, what? I don't.
I don't think there's much of an upside to any of this. Because you could do it. You could put it in a hardened criminal, and every time.
Whoa,
They're-
dude. This ends the article. I finally found the end of it. Lacking today's fancy equipment and relying on grit and inventiveness, Delgado and his research remain significant. If you think about the progress from Delgado to transcendental magnetic stimulation in robo-rats to contemporary brain research funded by DARPA, the Federal Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, you can see the progression and growing prospect of mind control and the ethical issues that come up. When you turn on a brain implant, is it now the same person who consented to have the implant? We are just starting to think about these questions. Dude, homeboy's been dead for over a decade. Also, why are we still pursuing this? Maybe, even though I hate the government right now, I always have, but maybe DARPA is saying, no, fuck that. They're not. They're definitely using it to their gain.
DARPA is.
So then, wait, let
10,000%.
me flip the statement. Maybe Elon Musk is developing Neuralink as an ethical solution to whatever the fuck DARPA is trying to do. And that's so US government to be like, we realize it's unethical, but we have to pursue this. And then Elon Musk is like, I think I can do it safely.
And then when he does do it safely, you're going to have them coming out saying, I've seen this product didn't work. This product doesn't work whatsoever. This thing is a malfunctioning piece of chip equipment that's going to send you down a spiraling path of self-destruction. Why would you ever do that?
Yeah, and then they're going to like mandate that all female children have to have a DARPA implant so they can be like fucking mercenaries for childbirth or some fucked up shit. I'm pissed, dude. I'm pissed, dude. Fuck the hey, US government. Fuck you, dude. YouTube. Fuck you if you give me a strike for this. Commies. Piece of shit.
The movie Hitman now has so much more meaning behind it.
I don't know what that means. I'm talking about real world politics.
Well, that's just
I never even played the video games.
Well, in this movie,
hey,
the actual
FBI. Fuck you, dude.
We know you've been watching. The actual government created this secret
DARPA
program.
Hey, DARPA, lick my hairy fucking nuts, bitch.
Yeah. Of where they would abduct children at a early age, shave them bald, give them a barcode on the back of their neck. That's how they were identified. And they would train them to be certified assassins from day one. So they'd lose all emotion. They'd lose all memory, all touch with who they were when they had parents. And all they remembered was how to fight, kill, and carry out the mission.
See, but let's get real fucked up here. Fucking hitmen aside, what they're doing right now is fucked up. They took away the rights of every woman in this country, and they're trying to raise an army of fucking... I don't even want to get into it. We'll get into it next week when Olivia is with us. I think we should talk about this. More people should fucking talk about this. And even though our audience is only like 14 people, we should fucking talk about this.
I would be 100% down to talk.
Not right now, though, because we're talking about electrocution and bowls. And all I was saying was my point was going to be maybe DARPA is doing this to prevent Elon Musk from doing something evil. But then I gave it half a second of thought. And I was like, no, maybe Elon Musk is doing this. But also, I made that point. Why does anyone have to? Can we just let the human brain exist? Can we just, we're already driving ourselves into the fucking dirt. Can we just exist?
Unless
why do we need mind control and fucking Neuralink? If we had Neuralink, we wouldn't have to do this podcast.
What if it would?
Because we do this to hang out for like 2 hours before, then we bullshit for a little bit. We have fun editing. It's our little bro time. If we had Neuralink, we could just FaceTime in the back of our head. You could like FaceTime me while I'm asleep and join my dreams or some shit.
Oh, imagine doing a podcast while we're both dreaming.
We don't need that.
Fuck, it would be so fun. Oh, that would be so much fun. That'd be sick.
I hate that I'm trying to make this like end of humanity statement. You're like, dude, but imagine how cool it would be.
Because if Neuralink is put in your head and it's able to pull out the full potential that you have as a human being.
Well, it's not that. It's programmed to be. You're putting a computer in your head.
Which is going to make
there's
you
a
10 times
computer in
smarter
my
than you
hand.
already- I this is all I need.
Hey,
But if Elon's going to tell me,
I know you can't see it that well, but how funny is that?
Oh,
You
that's
could
awesome.
see the outline.
you can.
Also, the artist Miles, shouts out once again, said it's not done, and he'll send me the final copy when it's done. He said that like 2
Get
days
outta
ago.
here.
Yeah. Anyway,
Get outta
what
here.
were you
He's
saying?
doing more?
I guess.
If it's able to pull out the full utmost potential in me from
But that's not what it's claiming.
but if that's how good it gets eventually with the upgrades.
But what I got out of it is like, let's just put your iPhone in your mind. And we already know that this shit's toxic, and at least we can put it
Yeah.
down. At
I
least
don't
I could
need
be like,
that.
no, fuck this. Bye.
I don't need that. I want to sit
Like,
out
I don't
in
need
the
to be-
morning sunlight.
I
with
don't
no
need to be
phone.
laying in bed, like dozing off, and then like my Facebook feed pops up and it's like, hey, remember this cringy shit you did 10 years ago?
You don't want to be buying and selling stocks while you're sleeping, making
Bro.
billions.
Stocks are crashing, bro. Crypto's crashing, bro. I don't want to
Crypto's
look
not
at.
real.
I checked my crypto today. I don't want to see those numbers while I'm trying to go to bed.
Crypto was doomed from the start.
No, it was not. It's a great industry. Everything is crashing. If you're going to say crypto's crashing, say Wall Street's crashing, because both
Wall
of them are.
Street should. Wall Street needs
talk-
to be
Don't
rebuilt.
don't talk shit on crypto unless you're going to talk shit on the archaic ass system of exchanging fake money,
Wall Street is the last.
which was a very
New
hypocritical
York-
statement because all money is fake. Crypto's fake. Everything's fucking fake, dude.
Everything's fake. Yeah, Wall Street existing is the last proof of New York during its gangster prime.
Oh, perfect time to be running out of time.
Oh, that is perfect.
I don't remember why we started talking about that, but
Neither do I. But the last point that I have about our original topic is: do you remember that one post I sent you about the serum or gel injection that they injected into the back of paralyzed mice, and they were able to walk within a week?
vaguely, I like, yeah, enough to where that rings a bell. Yeah, but I don't know where you're going with this.
Oh, it was bringing me back to the point of, didn't Elon say that Neuralink was going to give paraplegics the ability to move
Yeah.
those unused limbs again?
Yeah. Which goes back to think about your neurons are just electrical
Yeah.
shocks.
Yeah.
So that's okay. Thank you. You tied the fucking thought full circle. Sorry, Sammy the Bull, but we're going back in time, baby.
Bro, my limbs aren't mine anymore.
I was gonna say back to DARPA. At this point, I guarantee you, DARPA's developing this thing to make your limbs not yours anymore. But Elon's doing what he's doing with Twitter. Also, read an article today that he's renaming Twitter Twatter. So that's something. Anyway,
I love it already.
since he's such a troll, maybe he heard about this DARPA thing, which is under wraps. This is the first time we've ever heard about it.
Oh,
And it was a fairly reliable website. Discoveryweekly.org. Check it out. But maybe he is just trolling the US government in the sense of like, you're already taking us over. You're starting with less fortunate populations because they're going after like LGBTQ, like people who have been fighting for their rights for centuries. And I feel so bad saying this as a fucking what I look like and what I am, but white guilt. But the government's going after people And so maybe Musk is tailing them like, no, I'm going to do the same thing, but then I'm not going to take over people's bodies and control them and fucking all this fucked up shit. I'm going to use it for good, even though we've been skeptical about his shit. But now that I know about this shit, and they're basing it off of, and their research, DARPA, is based off an already unethical thing. And Musk is like, no, I'm trying to better people. But we were like, and maybe it's like, oh,
I love that idea. Holy crap. That just brought so many different levels to how you have to think about Elon Musk. Because he, just like you said, bro, my mind, I can't, my mind's 100% hooked on that. He's playing a chess piece to they just moved one of their kings, and he was like, I'm just gonna, nope, here you go. Watch this. Blocked, king, mine.
he's like two-way moves from checkmate, and the government's scrambling and making up fake rules and being like, you can't do that.
Exactly. Oh,
Well, think about all this shit. Like I said, this is another episode, but like in the last week, they literally brought us back to the 60s.
that is so very true.
Sonny the Bull was just joining the mafia, and he was 21.
Where's our mafia?
Fucking Rudy Giuliani got rid of him, that piece of shit.
Join the Couple Pines Mafia. Join the Couple Pines family.
Make you a made man, bitch.
That's right. We'll give you a little
Fucking-
something.
Blocker.
Oh, well, man. I love talking to you all the time.
I know, me too, buddy.
Then
This was a fun episode. I feel.
this
Should we try and wrap it? I mean, we have 5 minutes. Did we wrap it up? I
Yeah,
gave my whole
because if we keep going,
nest of a conspiracy.
we're gonna revert back to the beginning of the episode and
Yeah,
then take
true.
a completely different route.
I just feel like I'm gonna edit this and be like, "Wow, we made no sense." But hey, that's what we do best, right?
Those are the episodes that get 25 views.
25,000.
25 trillion.
I
Ooh,
think
music.
I just sharted.
Just played a little Bach note.
It is not a Bach note in here, buddy. Bach notes are beautiful and
The brown
probably
note.
smell good.
That smells like lemon pepper chicken.
All right, so what do we, definitely an interesting topic. Not even what do we think, because we said what we thought.
If you have the time,
I think because now I'm you this week and I'm pissed at a lot of shit. I think I'm fucking right. I'm sold on this.
follow
man.
your gut. Follow your
I'm
gut.
sold on this. Well, my gut's doing fucking
Because
circles right
when-
now. I can't wait to hang up and take a shit. But
When you said DARPA,
where
mind was like,
my mind brought me was Musk is fighting the government, but also we don't need any of that. So
nope.
at
we don't
least,
all.
but if he wasn't doing that, then we would be forced to take the DARPA route. And then, like you said, no one would have control over their limbs and we'd all be going like this.
That's when the true
And no one could do anything productive if they were going like this.
everyone would be a bunch of squid people. Just walking.
It's like
around.
that, whatever SpongeBob episode it is where Squidward's doing that weird shit.
Oh, the talent show episode.
Yeah.
This is garbage.
It'd be like that times however many people.
Shout out before this episode ends. I also want to say shout out SpongeBob for literally popping Molly in front of millions of children and no one understanding what it was.
What?
In the
When he was
You-
at rock bottom and he's
the rock bottom,
Yeah.
and during the jellyfish episode when the
Oh,
jellyfish
facts,
comes
yeah.
over and stays at his house.
Well, also, that being said, shouts out Will Crutchfield because the entire time we were in Savannah, he kept doing very layered SpongeBob jokes, and we'd all be like, "What?" And he'd be like, "SpongeBob," and I know,
Oh,
and
I
I know
love Will.
he'll see this one day. So,
Oh, I love him.
me too. All right, do
this-
what you do best.
This has been,
A couple pints pod.
it's safe to say,
the government can do no wrong.
How'd I
Just
get into this
kidding.
room?
Just fucking kidding. Fuck y'all, stupid cucks. Fuck you
How'd I
all.
get? Who are you?
Hey, this
What
is
is this?
definitely going to get us a strike, and maybe I'll censor it, but firebomb the fucking Capitol January 6th, but from the fucking radical left. Fuck all of you. Everything's a joke now, you pieces of shit. Motherfuckers, how much time do we have left? I could go for a minute and a half. You sacks of fucking human waste of life. Fuck all of you. The US government's full of shit. Fuck you, DARPA, Elon Musk. I guess keep doing what you're doing. Don't fucking test on bulls, animal fucking rights. Go PETA.
Go beat him.
Do you have anything to add?
I just want you to keep going. I love all of this.
I'm going to keep fucking going because I'm a freight train off the fucking rails. And
I
guess who
love
the
this.
rails were built by? People. Overthrown by the US fucking scumbag government. And guess what they're going to do with this DARPA shit, bro? Hey, brother.
Hey, brother.
Guess what they're going to do with this DARPA shit, brother?
That's what they're gonna do, brother.
They're going to put the Irish back on the rails, brother. And those, I can't say what I'm thinking because I
Ooh.
know it's going to get us struck and I'm already going to hate editing this. Anyway, we got less than a minute. Hey, FBI, CIA, US government, fucking Supreme Court, most importantly, Supreme Court. I hope you all die fiery, painful deaths. Fuck you all. Peace.
All you need to do is get to the chopper. You need to